Good morning. So, I'm at the gym, like most days, and I just thought something funny. When people have their headphones on, do you ever wonder what they're listening to? Some like music to pump you up. Maybe they're hooked up to the TV. Each morning, I listen to Democracy Now!, the BBC, and TED Talks. That's how I get my news, is while I'm working out. So, here's to another day. One thing I will miss about working at CCJ is having meetings downtown and getting to walk around. It would make my life very happy if I lived and worked in downtown Elkhart and got to do this all the time. Maybe that's a goal for after law school. Is it interesting watching me ride around in the car? Should I find other times to talk when I'm doing things that are more interesting than just sitting and talking to the camera? Wow, hopefully you're still following along. Hello, I am having dinner at La Esperanza, one of my favorite local places. They have a great menu, and it's so pretty and brilliant in here. Clearly they don't have a big dinner crowd on Tuesday nights, but I recommend it. The salsa's a little spicy, so if you can't handle spicy, well, you're out of luck. But I've never gotten anything here I don't like. I usually get chili rellenos. That's one of my favorites, but I don't think there's anything you can get to go wrong. It's super delicious. Okay. Hello, everybody. We have an issue for the night. Yesterday, my son told me that the soccer coach of the junior high, which is 7th and 8th graders, so it's like 12 to 14-year-olds, when the kids are like moving slow or kind of lazy, he asks them if they are a pussy. So I'm going to go into a conversation around our sexual body parts. If that makes you uncomfortable, well, that's weird and you should be more adult than that. I always find it strange that testicles, which are like weak, vulnerable sacs hanging down and like vulnerable, are considered and used as some sort of terminology for strength, because clearly they're not, whereas ovaries are like actually inside of us and protected. That is strength. We are like protected and ready. So that's just my conversation around people saying like like when people are strong, they say, oh, you got balls, or he doesn't have balls, or whatever. Whereas I think actually balls are like weak and vulnerable. It's fine. They're actually just a part of the human anatomy, and they're not a reference to strength or weakness. But if we want to, in society, refer them to strength, I think it's some like lack of logic there. On the reverse, of course, ovaries are strong. So I like to joke sometimes when I do like courageous things that I have titanium ovaries. That's just a funny joke to me, and also there to mock the illogicalness of saying that testicles or balls are strong. With all of that said, the soccer coach referring to weakness by calling the kids pussies could not be more fucking inappropriate. Because to teach 12 to 14-year-old boys that weakness relates to femaleness or to the female anatomy is inappropriate. So my son tells me about this, and I'm like, I'm calling the dude. I'm not telling on him. I'm not reporting him to the school. I will directly contact him and tell him that as a woman, as a man, that is inappropriate and not okay to refer to weakness in regards to the female anatomy. My son, of course, starts crying and says, don't start problems at the school, blah, blah, blah. Like, if I were to start problems, I'd tell on him for saying that shit. I don't plan on telling him. I plan on going directly to him and saying, stop this. It is not okay to teach 12 to 14-year-old boys that weakness and female anatomy are one and the same. What are your thoughts on this?